Saudi Arabia these days isn't exactly known for its media freedoms, but nevertheless, the major socioeconomic reform program known as Vision 2030 is very much embedded in the dynamic media environment in Saudi Arabia and elsewhere, whether that's social media platforms like TikTok or Snapchat, or as I took a look at for a recent Carnegie article, a growing fleet of podcasts. Podcasts are increasingly common in Saudi Arabia, other Gulf countries, and North Africa, primarily in Arabic language offerings, and most closely associated with a company known as Thamania, or 8 in Arabic, that has been producing a wide number of widely viewed podcasts since about 2015. However, of course, even though many of these podcasts focus on arts, culture, social change, other topics that we might think of as less politically sensitive, it's hard to completely avoid questions of policy or politics when the biggest story of the moment in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is this major raft of policy changes that have dramatically reshaped life and the economy within the kingdom's borders and beyond. So for this article, I took a look in particular at a podcast called Sokrat, or Socrates, that entails a large number of interviews with government officials themselves. These interviews really highlight the ways that media platforms like these podcasts walk a fine line between maintaining access and the leeway to produce interesting content and ensuring that they don't run afoul of the many and rapidly changing red lines within the kingdom's media environment. On the one hand, there are clear limits on how much agency individual hosts have to push government officials to answer tough questions or to truly hold them to account for various policies. On the other hand, these platforms and podcasts are a vehicle to ask at least some questions of these officials and provide at least a limited window into policy processes and decision making that otherwise would be largely obscured from public view.